Carlos Nelson with Cascade Sports. We're here at UMKC with the head women's basketball coach. Who do we have here?
Marsha Frese.
Hey, Coach Frese, tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Just starting my fourth year here at UMKC, a native of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and just love being here in Kansas City and with our roots.
Hey, Coach, I want to regress a little bit. You've been on the show before, I think 2 times, but tell our audience from your first year to where you're at now. Where are we at?
Right on track. Right where we need to be. Culture is something that takes time to build, and it's been 3 really hard-working years that we've worked to build it. Taylor Leathers is a great example of seeing it from start to finish. The work ethic, top to bottom, of this team is unbelievable. They come in every day, want to get better. The talent is off the charts, and they understand how important it is to build a program from ground up, and they've been a part of it every step of the way.
Hey, Coach, speaking of building the program from the ground up, a lot of teams take on their coach's personality. Do you feel your team is taking on your personality?
You know what? They're getting close. They're getting close. They've certainly taken on, hopefully, my toughness. I still challenge them every day to be a more confident version of themselves. I'm fairly confident in what I do for a living, and I want them to be confident. They are phenomenally talented, and probably, at times our biggest problem is our kids are really, really humble. So they're always worried about, not being humble kids. So I just want them to always be confident in what they do, because they have so many gifts that they provide this program.
So what kind of season did you have last year?
Challenging. We had the youngest team in the country, number 1 in the country in freshman minutes played, points scored, rebounds scored. We had 1 senior, no upperclassmen to speak of practically, other than Taylor Leathers and our lone senior. So it was a challenging season from the standpoint of win-losses, but I can tell you year 3 was the year, the building blocks of what it looks like to work that hard, what it looks like to prepare for the future, and they've taken all of what they learned last year and bring it every day in year 4.
It's coming together.
It's coming together.
Hey, Coach, what do you see happening this season?
I feel like they're going to take that next big step, and that is showing what hard work looks like in the win column. We're still going to be unbelievably young. I mean, we still only have one senior. We have a whole bulk of sophomores that are going to play a ton, but they're talented and they know what it looks like. So, I still expect, some inconsistency at times as far as the bottom line, but this team, this year and going into next is really going to be something special to watch.
How do the girls take a win, and how do they take a loss?
Hopefully not much different. If they defined themselves last year by losses, and you showed up in our gym in February, I mean, everyone should have basically been in the fetal position. They weren't like that. They understood it's a process. No team in the country was playing more freshmen than us, and they realize, you just work every single day. It's not a group that gets too high and too low. Every day is a new day.
One thing I want to give you kudos for is I see that you're recruiting right out of your backyard, and that's what a lot of our viewers, there was a knock on UMKC years ago that they weren't getting talent this here, and I see that you've picked up some pretty good girls right here in your own backyard. Tell me this, how important is it for the administration to work with you and have confidence in what you're doing, where, as you say, you're playing the freshmen, we know sports is like win, win, win at any cost. Do you feel administration is backing you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think people understand it's a process to build a championship program, championship culture. I'm not really interested in a 1-year success and then it falls off the cliff. So, unbelievably supportive of what we're doing, and you can't build culture, halfway. You got to start it from the bottom, and you got to build it every single year. As
they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. I think bringing your men's program and your women's program, I think that y'all are building a solid foundation that is going to work for your Kansas City audience and your overall Rouge audience. Hey, Coach, it's been a pleasure talking to you. What I would like to ask you, would you like to give a shout out to anyone? To mom, to dad, to the university?
I mean, I just want to always shout out to our girls. I mean, you know, incredibly blessed as a coach to have the group we do every single day.
When does your preseason open?
Our first exhibition game is November 6th, and first home game of the season, November 14th.
You inviting the fans on out?
Absolutely, come on out. It's a fun style of play, as fast as we can play, and like you said, some great local talent that's going to be on display as we go forward.
Hey, Coach, it was really a pleasure having you on the show, and we look forward to interviewing you again during the season and covering at least 3 of your games.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, have a nice day.
Thank you.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.